guys, what's good? Welcome back to the show. My name is Sean David. Thanks for tuning in. Before we start this episode, I gotta apologize for the camera quality. It has several reasons why I can't record with my other camera, but I hope this will do. And yeah, I got a special guest in the house as usual. Today's guest is Jason Brant. Jason, how you doing, man?
Doing pretty good, except for that ratchet ass camera you're using. What kind of show is this?
I'm very sorry, man. Oh, you're mean. You're mean. Anyway, Jason, we want to talk about our top 5 Sylvester Stallone movies, and this is going to be a tough one because from all action stars, I would consider him to be the guy who probably has the largest number of good movies. What do you say?
I'd say that's fair. Yeah.
Even though you're an Arnold Schwarzenegger fan and he's your main guy, you would also say that Sly probably has more great movies.
Yeah, and that's probably because he writes and directs so many of them, so he has a lot more control over it. But yeah, I mean, just from Rambo and Rocky alone, that gives him just a huge amount of good movies.
Yes, absolutely. Now, we prepared for the episode and we said we want to narrow it down to 5 movies. So when you had your list, did you only place one movie per franchise, or do you have more of the same franchise in your top 5?
I only picked one Rocky and one Rambo just because, otherwise the whole list could just be those.
Yes, that sounds very, very good. Now, you want to start with your number 5?
Sure. I think you're going to like this one.
Okay. Oh, no.
I'm going to go with Cobra.
Oh, man, you're such an idiot.
This movie is so ridiculous. I learned a very valuable lesson that you can actually cut down on your caloric intake by cutting pizza with scissors. I think that's an important health tip.
Man, you are so terrible. You're on my show for the 3rd time, and every single time when we're done, I think, okay, he can't be serious. And now you hit me with, man, this guy has so many great movies, and you seriously pick Cobra? I'm the cure.
So, Cobra cracks me up. Just the whole storyline about this cult of killers who have somehow infiltrated every organization in the United States, and they're everywhere, and they're killing people in plain sight, and no one knows they exist until Sylvester Stallone uncovers them in a grocery store or whatever. It's just good stuff.
Did you know that before they actually shot the movie Cobra, that Sly was supposed to be in Beverly Hills Cop, and they changed when they felt, okay, Sly's not the perfect choice for the movie. They changed the script around to make it more comedic for Eddie Murphy. And Sly took part of the script from the original script from Beverly Hills Cop, and it became Cobra. Did you know that?
I did, but I didn't know that until I got a shitload of comments on one of my videos, my Cobra video talking about it. One of those became an all-time classic, and the other one's Cobra.
You're number 4, man.
My number 4 is a little more serious, but it's also a ridiculous movie. It's Demolition Man. And I picked that one because it absolutely nailed where our culture is going right now with the kind of safe spaces. You can't hear any bad words. People can't, just getting fined every time he swears. They just really nailed a lot of that futuristic stuff. So the movie is actually a really well-made movie from that point of view. But then you drop Sylvester Stallone's ridiculous caveman character in it, and it just makes the movie very watchable.
I actually enjoy that movie so much. I think I've seen it 10 times since the movie came out. And to me, the combination of having Sly on the one side and having Wesley Snipes on the other side, I think it's a very nice combination. If you would have put a serious actor into the movie, I'm talking about a guy that is more known for dramatic roles, not typical action movies, and you would approach the movie a little bit more serious, I think it still could be a great movie. I think the movie had so much potential, and no matter what direction you would go.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think the writing is actually pretty damn good in it. But if you don't have Stallone in it, hitting Wesley Snipes with the television and saying, you're on, I mean, the movie's not as fun.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
So you would rank Demolition Man definitely higher than Cobra?
Yes.
Okay, and we both can agree that Cobra is not as good of a movie than Demolition Man.
Yes, of course. Yeah. I like Cobra because it is so preposterous that I love watching that movie because it's so stupid. It's a good time.
Okay, so Demolition Man is not a stupid movie.
No, I think Demolition Man is legitimately a good movie. Yeah,
with you, I always have to ask. Like for those of you who don't know, Jason has his own YouTube channel where he has a show called So Bad It's Good, and he has so much love for terrible movies that his top 5 lists are always a little bit strange to your average Joe like me.
To everyone, yeah.
Yes, to everyone else, exactly. So I always wanted to make sure that I understand where you're coming from. Okay, so we got Cobra, we got Demolition Man. What is your number 3?
Well, I'm going to switch it around here on you because just like Over the Top, if you turn your hat backwards.
Come on. You got to be kidding.
Come on. How do you not love a movie where a man arm wrestles for the custody of his son?
Oh, you are so stupid, man. What is wrong?
Come on. A guy drinks motor oil and then arm wrestles. How do you beat that?
Oh, man. Oh, that movie. I actually watched the movie 2 weeks ago simply because I thought, okay, I haven't seen it for 15 years. Maybe now you will think that it's a good movie, but it's so bad. It's just so bad.
Good. It's so good.
It's so over the top and it's so senseless and pointless. And
I love watching an 180-pound Sylvester Stallone arm wrestling these gorillas of dudes and beating them. It's it's so bad. This movie's so bad. I love it so much.
To me, the only redeeming quality of the movie is that it's a canon movie, and I love canon films in general. So I got to be honest. It's not like I don't dislike the movie. I watched the movie till the end because it had some qualities that I enjoyed. I mean, it's a real 80s movie. It has some good music in it. All guys are very oily, just like action guys used to be and stuff.
Oh yeah.
But the thing that is kind of worrying me is that Sly has so many really good movies, and to put Over the Top above so many other good movies it just feels weird.
Hold on. Now, what other Stallone movie is he driving a truck and has some kind of pulley system in that he can do while he's driving? No other movie has that. So I don't know how you can not think this belongs on the list.
The thing with you is your categories, how you judge a movie, or your judgment of qualities that make a movie good are just so insane. Like for those of you who don't know, Jason has a thing for mullets.
Of course.
Like, if a movie is so-so and a guy is wearing a mullet, suddenly it's a good movie. So, yeah this is...
Of course. I don't understand the problem. That makes the man powerful.
Yes.
Lots of oil, sweet mullet, lots of screaming, and that's a powerful character.
Okay, so please tell me your number 2 is one Rocky or a Rambo movie, please.
All right, I struggled with number 2. Because it's either First Blood is the best of the Rambo movies, objectively.
Yes.
But my favorite to rewatch is Rambo when he's in
me too.
Asia.
Me too. I love that one.
So I flip back and forth on this. I'm going to put in First Blood just to put like a serious movie on the list. But for me, if I'm going to pick a Rambo to sit down and watch, I'm going to watch that one. But First Blood is so good.
This is so interesting. I would have judged it exactly the same way. To me, the better movie is definitely First Blood.
Yes,
but the movie
absolutely.
that I enjoy watching more is definitely the John Rambo movie. I don't know why, but to me, it's maybe because he's more going insane and he's more on a rampage and more... Yeah, it's more out there. I don't know, but from
gratuitous violence.
Yes, exactly. Very interesting that you feel the same way.
Yeah, but First Blood is so good. Just the writing in that is outstanding. I mean, it's based on a famous book, about Vietnam war veterans and the things they had to go through and their mental health and all that. It's a great movie. I love it. And then in Rambo, he just absolutely obliterates an entire small country with a 50 cal. So
did you see it in the cinema?
I did.
Yes, me too. Me too. Me too. And when I came out of the cinema, I was like, "Holy shit! What did I just see?" That was some very heavy shit back then.
Yeah, there was an old couple sitting beside my wife and I, and once the violence ramped up, they just got up and left.
Yeah, understandably, very, very understandably. Okay, so can I take a guess what your number one movie is then?
Good.
Rocky 1.
Very close. I'm actually going with Rocky 2. That is my favorite of the series. Wow. It is, most people don't agree with that.
Yeah, I'm one of them.
Rocky 1 is, I mean, it's, what can I say about Rocky 1? It's so good. But Rocky 2, I feel like nails the training montage. And that's the one I go back to the most. Like if I'm like, I don't feel like working out or I don't feel like doing anything. If I put on the Rocky 2 montage, I'm doing kickflips around my house. So Rocky is a better movie, but Rocky 2 is my favorite to sit and watch. And it's before the cheese of 3 and 4 really kick in, and then the abomination that is 5. But Rocky 2 is the one that nails it for me.
Okay, I'm very, very surprised. You're actually the first guy that I hear that prefers Rocky 2. Like I understand with the training montages, which to me is also like you have a thing for mullets, I have a thing for training montages. Like even if a movie is terrible, if the training montage is good, I'm happy and satisfied. So, but the thing and I also love Rocky 2, but the thing that was always bothering me a little was when Adrian was when she was in a coma. The movie was dragging along a little bit too long, and I was waiting for the training to finally get to happen. So that part always was a little bit too long for me. But yeah, surprisingly, you have a different take on that.
So I agree that the movie really kind of, I don't want to say bogs down, slows down there. So I understand maybe watching him read poetry isn't the most exciting thing. But I think that slowdown right before when she wakes up and she says, "I want you to win," and the music kicks in, and then it just cuts him training. I just want to start beating my chest like a caveman. So, I just dig that movie.
There's one thing you got to do for me: win. Yeah, okay. Yeah. That's a heavy scene. That's a very, very heavy scene. Okay, so now with all the movies that you just chose, and it's cool that you didn't choose more than one Rocky movie, not more than one Rambo movie, but we're missing out on movies like Cliffhanger, for example, which is a 90s masterpiece of awesomeness.
Yes, it is. Masterpiece of awesomeness.
Yes.
That should be on the box art.
That's my quote now. There are also movies that received a lot of critical acclaim, like Copland, for example. So you're still sure you want to put Cobra and Over the Top in your top 5?
I mean, Copland has an outstanding performance by him. I think he's very underrated as an actor in that, but it doesn't have the arm machine in a truck while he's driving down the road. So Over the Top's better.
Yes.
Does a man eat a cigar in the middle of an arm wrestling match?
No.
In Copland? No.
All right, you guys.
I don't know what more you want from a movie.
I don't know what to say other than thank you very much, Jason. It was a pleasure to listen to your top 5. I would suggest that for the next time, we will do it the other way around. I will give you my top 5, and you will be able to comment. And I will give you also my favorite movies. So not the movies that I feel are the best, but the ones that to me are the most rewatchable. Because I think, especially with the 80s and 90s, there's a difference, especially with the franchise, there's a difference between what are the best movies and what are the most rewatchable movies.
Which is basically what I just gave you. My rewatchable list.
Yes.
So yeah, absolutely. I mean, you could throw like Tango and Cash, which I haven't seen in 20 years, but that movie's ridiculous and fun. And, Stop or My Mom Will Shoot. That's everyone's favorite.
No,
I can't even do that movie.
Yeah. I was actually expecting you to have that in your list, but I'm very, very happy that you went easy on me.
I considered it, but I couldn't bring myself to talk about that movie.
You guys, thank you very much for tuning in. If you want to check out Jason's channel, just type in Jason Brant on YouTube. He has new episodes coming out every Sunday, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep, 11 a.m. Eastern.
Yeah, and if you want to follow what Jason is doing in his private life and so on, check out his Instagram account. And other than that, you will see him on my show hopefully soon again. Thank you very much, Jason.
My pleasure.